I found 3 medical courier independent contractor companies hiring all across the country right now. And the best part about it is you can make up to $2,500 a week driving your car, van, or SUV. If you stick around to the very end, I will show you 2 websites that will give you a list of the majority of the couriers operating in your area. The number 3 medical courier opportunity on this list is with a company called Associated Couriers. If you guys are interested in driving for Associated Couriers, you want to go to associated-couriers.com, associated-couriers.com. Some of the services that they offer for their customers: dedicated routes, on-demand shipments, direct-to-patient, next flight out, air charter, onboard courier, warehousing, chain of custody, compliance, and certification. Locations. Associated Couriers is pretty much all over the country, but they're heavily in the East Coast, in the Midwest, and the Northeast. So think about that when you're looking them up, but don't count out your location. Obviously, they're out here in Phoenix. They're heavily in Texas, so they are all over the place, and I would definitely hit them up before I just counted them out and said they're not in my area. So think about that. If you guys are interested in signing up, you want to go to contact, hit independent contractor opportunities. You want to scroll down. So these are some of the services: car, pickup, minivan, SUV, cargo van, sprinter, and box truck. So a lot of times what's good about working for some of these companies versus working for brokers is you can actually get a dedicated route. It may pay a little less, but a lot of times it's going to be local, and you're always going to have work. So think about that if you're buying a van or an SUV or a box truck and you want to stay local and you want to be home to see your family every day. That might be something you want to think about. Opportunities. Obviously, you guys can do more of the searching for the opportunities. I just want to show you this company. This is a great company. They got lots of work. Now, I also want to say one thing when it comes to courier work, because I know I'm going to have people jump on here and kind of tell me certain courier companies stink and they had bad experiences, and I'm sorry for those people. I hate that for you. But the courier businesses, when you first get into it, you're not going to make a ton of money. It just is reality. You're not going to walk right into the best routes and the best situations. You're going to kind of have to work your way up. So you're going to start off a little bit lower on the totem pole, but once they see that you're going to show up every day, you're reliable, you're going to do what you say, they'll start offering you more opportunities. I promise you. Standard things that they're going to look for is going to be a decent car. Most of the time they don't want older than 10 years, but some will, they won't make a big deal out of it. Commercial insurance, you're going to be, for a car, you're going to be running somewhere probably around $250 to $300, depending on your driving record. They're going to do a background check. They're going to do an MVR to check your motor vehicle report. And then most of them are going to do drug tests. So those are the standard type things. Some of the certifications they offer, a lot of them will just give you the certifications once they do your training. They'll help you out with that. The companies that I worked for, they didn't even make me do any certifications, and I was handling everything you could possibly think of in the medical field. So some will require it, some might not. Just reach out to them and ask them how you would get certified if they're requiring it. So at least for your area. Anyways, that being said, go check out associated-couriers.com. The number 2 medical courier opportunity on this list is with a company called Courier Express. So if you guys are interested in driving for Courier Express, you want to go to courierexpress.net. courierexpress.net. Make sure you go to courierexpress.net and not .com, because I know there's another Courier Express. It's in the Northeast. Don't know as much about it. I've heard actually it's not a bad company, but don't know as much about it. So with Courier Express, I'm going to get probably some comments, obviously, that it's not a very good company and lots of bad reviews and things like that. While I don't disagree at times that they have a bad reputation and they've gotten lots of bad reviews, my personal experience with Courier Express and the people I know there is really positive. I'm sure they got some bad situations, and just like anything else, they're a courier company. You know, they're trying to make money. They're trying to keep people happy, and at the same time bring as many people on as possible. And so it's just like, at times you're not going to have as much work, especially on the on-demand side. I always tell people the same thing: make sure to start working your way to a route. You want to get a route. So that being said, the services they provide: courier service, parcel distribution, freight services, warehousing, and logistics. They do home delivery, medical specimen, pharmaceutical, office supplies, healthcare. So anytime you're doing medical courier work, you're going to be doing all sorts of courier work. I mean, and that's just a reality. Yeah, sometimes you might get a route that's specifically for just specimen. You just go back and forth from labs. That happens. But for the most part, you're going to have to take other stuff on some of these routes too. When it comes to, let's see, locations, so they are heavily in the southeast area. So if you're in another area, I apologize. Go check out Associated Couriers, but I'm going to show you where you can go at the end of this to check out whatever couriers are in your area. So from there, you want to click on Opportunities, Independent Contractors. And the cool thing about it is they got listings on Indeed and all sorts of the job boards and stuff like that. But when you come here, you can kind of listen. The area I worked in isn't even on here. So I want you guys to know that they don't have an office in the area I worked in, but it was a huge location and they were running a lot of hospitals and medical courier work. And it was one of the best situations I've ever seen. So you want to click on Contract Now, and it's going to take you to another location. And then it's going to kind of give you everything you're going to need. Courier Express is pretty laid back with everything overall. They're still going to require commercial insurance. They're going to do all the background checks, drug tests, things like that. So take that into account when it comes to working for this company. But you guys go check it out. It's courierexpress.net, courierexpress.net. The number one medical courier opportunity on this list is with a company called Medical Couriers. So if you guys are interested in the driving opportunities for medical couriers, you want to go to medicalcouriers.com, just straight up medicalcouriers.com. So if you click down here, you can actually see that Medical Couriers claims to service 42 out of 48 of the lower states. Now, the reason I particularly picked this company, not only have I heard some solid things about it, they are in California, and I get so many people hitting me up about companies in California. So here is a good company in California. So make sure all my California people go and check them out. From there, you want to kind of click on the careers, and you can come over to here and just start filling out the information. Again, I think that when it comes to courier jobs, you got to go in, especially when you're getting started, you got to go in with the expectations that you're probably not going to make a ton of money out of the gate. But the one thing I would ask them when you're talking to them is, do they have routes? Do they have higher paying routes? If I decide that I want to stop driving my car and get an SUV or a box truck, is that something that I could move up to? So, ask them these questions and see what they say, because there's plenty of opportunities out there. And the more you network in this business, the more you know people, the better the opportunities become. You just have to go out there and be willing to put in the work. The one thing I could say is, with this business in particular, the more you work, the more hours you're willing to put in, the more money you're going to make. It is what it is. So go check it out, medicalcouriers.com. As I said at the beginning of this video, I was going to show you two websites that you can find the majority of the courier companies in your area. One of those organizations is called the CLDA, and the other organization is called the ECA. So the CLDA stands for Customized Logistics Delivery Association, and that's CLDA.org. CLDA.org. From there, what you want to do is find a delivery partner, and you want to scroll down to your state. I'll go ahead and click on California. 39 partners in California. So there's 39 courier type companies in California that are a member of this organization. From there, I would just copy their website and pop it into another tab and go ahead and sign up for them. Now, when I tell you guys to sign up, don't just sign up and then sit back and wait for someone to call you. Start calling whoever you can. You might even want to call them first. So from there, that's what you want to do. You want to be very proactive. The other website is called the ECA, and that's the Express Carriers Association. That would be ECADeliveryIndustry.org, ECADeliveryIndustry.org. From there, what you want to do is come over to Members Directory. You want to click on that. You want to click on View Carriers Directory, and then you want to just hit your state. So let's hit Alabama. And that's going to give you all of the carriers and logistics and couriers inside the ECA for Alabama. And then from there, you just start going through them and see who's hiring, see who's in your area and things like that. Another great place is Indeed. Another great place is Google. So go check out these websites, the CLDA.org and the ECADeliveryIndustry.org. Go check them out. As always, I hope you guys found this content valuable. Make sure and hit that subscribe button. Make sure and hit that notification bell. If you have any comments or questions, drop them in the comment section down below, or just let me know where you're coming from, your state, your town, your city. As always, thank you so much for hanging out. You guys have an awesome, awesome day. Peace.